So this question is from GATE 2015 2 marks Set 1 electronics branch, and it is based on the concept of propagation delay. So all the logic gates shown have a propagation delay of 20 nanosecond. All have a propagation delay of 20 nanosecond. So this is NAND gate, this is NOT gate, this is AND gate, this is XOR gate. All these gates have a propagation delay of 20 nanosecond. Initially A equal to 0, C equal to 0 and B equal to 1 are the inputs until time t equal to 0. So initially just before time t equal to 0, so this is a steady state or a stable state. A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1 and C is equal to 0. So B will be equal to, let this output of this NOR gate be X, let output of this AND gate be Y. So X is equal to 0, Y is equal to 0 and Z is also equal to 0 before time t equal to 0. So before t equal to 0 it is the stable state. So X is equal to 0, Y is equal to 0 and Z is equal to 0. So, and at time t equal to 0 all the inputs are flipped. So at time t equal to 0 all the inputs are flipped. That is A and C becomes 1 and B becomes 0 and remain in that state. So after they are flipped they will remain in that state. So we have to find output Z equal to 1 for how much duration the output Z will remain equal to 1 after t greater than 0. So first let's understand the concept of propagation delay. So if there is an ideal AND gate, with a propagation delay of 0, then as soon as we apply the inputs, both the inputs are 1 and 1. So as soon as we apply both the inputs 1 and 1, we get a output of 1. As soon as we apply the inputs, we get the outputs for an ideal delay with 0, for an ideal gate with 0 propagation delay. As soon as we apply the inputs, we will get the output. But if there is a propagation delay of say 20 nanosecond, then if we apply the inputs at t equal to 0, then for a propagation delay of 20 nanosecond, we will get the output at 20 nanosecond. We will get the output at t equal to 20 nanosecond if there is a propagation delay of 20 nanosecond. So for an ideal gate, we get output at t equal to 0, but for a gate with a propagation delay of 20 nanosecond, we will get the output after t equal to 20 nanosecond. So this is the concept of propagation delay, that we get output after the delay time. So before time t equal to 0, the output was stable. So for A equal to 0, B equal to 1 and C equal to 0, the X was 0, Y was 0 and Z equal to 0. So we can draw the table as well. This is the time, this is output, X, Y and Z. So for t less than 0, the outputs X, Y and Z are 0, 0 and 0. And A was 0, B was 1 and C was 0. Now at time t is equal to 0, the inputs are applied. The inputs are A equal to 1, B is equal to 0 and C is equal to 1. So now the inputs are 1, 0 and 1. So at time t equal to 0 also 0, 0, 0 was the input. Now at time t equal to 20 nanosecond, so B has become 0 here. So after 20 nanosecond, this X will become 1, because after 20 nanosecond the output of NOT gate will appear. So X will become 1, but Y and Z have not changed. because for y the inputs were same. So after time t equal to 20 nanosecond, x has become 1 and y has not changed, because at t equal to 0 the outputs of y were 1 and 0 only. So y will remain constant at 0. But c will change, because this y was initially at time t equal to 0, y was 0 and c was 1. So c has changed, so z will change to 1. Z will change to 1, because at time t equal to 0 the y was 0 and c was 1. So z will at time t equal to 20 nanoseconds, z will change to 1. Now at t equal to 40 nanosecond, at t equal to 40 nanosecond, what has changed is at t equal to 20 nanosecond, x has become 1 and a is also 1. So at t equal to 40 nanosecond, a will become, y will become 1 and x will remain as it is and z will also remain as it is, because there was no change in the inputs of z at t equal to 20 nanosecond. For t equal to 20, for t equal to for the output of t equal to 20 nanoseconds, we have to check the inputs at t equal to 0 nanoseconds. For the outputs of t equal to 40 nanoseconds, we have to check the inputs at t equal to 20 nanoseconds. Now at t equal to 60 nanoseconds, b has not changed, so output x will remain 1. At t equal to 40 nanosecond, a and x did not change, so y will remain same. Y will remain same, that is y will remain 1. But at t equal to 40 nanosecond, this y changed from 0 to 1. So now this y is 1 and c was also 1. At 40 nanosecond, y was 1 and c was also 1. So z will change now to 0, because for an XOR gate, if both the inputs are 1, then the output is 0. So now in output z has changed to 0. So we have to find for t greater than 0, output z is equal to 1 for how much duration. So output z will be equal to 1 for this duration from 20 nanosecond to 60 nanosecond. So from 20 nanosecond to 60 nanosecond, z was 1. So z remained 1 for 40 nanosecond. Z will remain 1 for duration of 40 nanosecond. So the correct answer is 40 nanosecond. So based on this, we have to check the outputs. So again I am repeating, for t output at t equal to 20 nanoseconds, we have to check the inputs at t equal to 0. So at t equal to 0, a was 1 and b was 0. So output x will remain, so x will change to 1. At t equal to 0 nanosecond, a was 1 and x was 0. At t equal to 0 nanosecond. So at t equal to 20 nanosecond, y will be 0. Then again at t equal to 0 nanosecond, y was 0 and c was 1. So z at t equal to 20 nanosecond will be 1. Now at t equal to 20 nanosecond, x was 1 and a was also 1. So y will change to 1, because at t equal to 20 nanosecond, x was 1 and a was also 1. So at 40 nanosecond, y will change to 1. X will not change because b has not changed. Again at t equal to 20 nanosecond, y was 0 and c was 1. So at t equal to 40 nanosecond, z will be equal to 1. Then at t equal to 40 nanosecond, there is no change in inputs of NOT gate and AND gate, so they will remain same. What will change is at t equal to 40 nanosecond, y changed from 0 to 1 and c is 1. So at t equal to 60 nanosecond, z will change from 1 to 0, because at t equal to 40 nanosecond there was change in y. So the change in y at t equal to 40 nanosecond will reflect the change in z at t equal to 60 nanosecond, because there is a propagation delay of 20 nanosecond. So this is how we check the propagation delays. For t equal to output at t equal to nanosecond, 20 nanosecond, we have to check input at t equal to 0 nanosecond. For output at t equal to 40 nanosecond, we have to check input at t equal to 20 nanosecond. And for output at t equal to 60 nanosecond, we have to check the input at t equal to 40 nanosecond. So z remained once from 20 nanosecond to 60 nanosecond. So the answer is duration of 40 nanosecond. So thank you, and if you have any doubt, you can comment in the comment box. So please like and share the video and subscribe the channel.